Here we are, Rio de Janeiro, 20 years after the Earth Summit of 1992. Welcome to the Rio Conventions Pavilion, a chance where we can talk about biodiversity, climate change, and sustainable land management. Come on in, let's take a look. The Rio Conventions Pavilion is the collaborative outreach activity of the Convention on Biological Diversity, the Framework Convention to Combat Climate Change, and the Convention to Combat Desertification with the assistance of the Global Environment Facility. This multifunctional space allows dialogue and discussions on issues relating to climate change, biodiversity, and sustainable land management. So you can see the partners we brought together for this, governments, NGOs, and I do have to say that the government of Brazil has provided substantial support to make this pavilion possible. The space here includes a studio. Climate Change Television is now Pavilion Television for the next 2 weeks, and they'll be conducting interviews with ministers, heads of states, people who are working on the ground to deal with sustainable development and work with these three conventions towards a sustainable future. One of the partners we're excited to see are over here, the International Institute for Sustainable Development. These people are providing daily summaries of what goes on at the pavilion, analysis of what the dialogues and discussions mean for our planet and for Rio+20. Now, the issues here at the pavilion are how can we implement these three large multilateral environmental agreements? These agreements were born 20 years ago at the Earth Summit. In these last 20 years, what have they taught us about sustainable development? What are they teaching us about what we need to do for the next 20 years? Partners from around the world and from all varieties of activity on our planet will be discussing these questions, highlighting their activities, showing their successes, and talking about the challenges we need to face for the future. Where's this all going to happen? Well, it's going to happen in the auditorium just this way. So let's go take a look, and I'll show you where it's all taking place. So here we are, the auditorium for the Rio Conventions Pavilion. As you can see, we're making some last adjustments before the program starts. The auditorium holds about 280 people, has got interpretation facilities, and a head table to accommodate. We're looking at about 10 different speakers here. From the 13th of June right through to the 22nd, this will be the place where we talk about the oceans of our world. This will be a place where we will make some big announcements about protected areas for our planet. This is where we will talk about the way that business has a role to play in combating climate change, conserving, sustaining biodiversity, and becoming part of sustainable land management. This space here is going to be not just a space where people sit and listen. It's going to be about dialogue. It's going to be about people asking questions. It's going to be about people brainstorming the future of sustainable development. And so we're here. Our folks at Climate Change TV will provide some coverage of this as well, and the summaries will be excellent. Come to take a look at us over the next 2 weeks. We hope to see you here.